check the teeth out on this thing. I didn't get to see Sean and Chris working on the optic fibre cable that feeds into Lincoln, or feeds out this way to North Shields. But yeah, we had a few beers and a chat, and they got to start at midnight tonight. But woohoo, that's a big shark. It's 12:30 at night. I couldn't sleep, had to get up, have a leak, had indigestion, so I had to have an apple, then had to go and have a shit. So I was like, bugger this, I'm gonna go see the boys. I'm wide awake now. I had 4 hours sleep in my swag, and it's like, yeah, let's go for a drive and go and see what the boys are up to. They're fixing up the main cable going to Port Lincoln. It's a farmer cut one of the optic fibres, and yeah, this is what the heroes do at night. They have to go and fix it up to get everyone back on the air so they can watch Netflix and all those other things they want to do. Chris, how you going? It's only me.
Oh!
I thought,
Come and have a look.
yeah, I wanted to come and have a see what's going on and film it.
You're kidding, aren't you?
No, well, I was had a good 4 hours sleep already, so it's like what goes on. I thought, yeah, I couldn't go back to sleep. I had to have a piss, then go and have a shit.
You saw the light and you...
Indigestion, yeah. So this is it. Look at that, 4 bloody little cables. And
well, they're,
is it 4 or 3?
Well, on this one there's 3 tubes, and on this one, well, it's a bigger cable, but there's 12 in each of these tubes, and there's 8 in each of these tubes. So
oh right,
it's
okay,
a different construction type thing. So
yep.
But sorry, I'll just get it.
No, you go for it. What you're doing? All the van's set up. Look how he's got all nice and neat and up on the wall. Oh, lovely. Yes, you got to. What he's doing in there is roughing up the cable so that you can heat shrink the and keep the water out. Put a heat shrink on it. Drop down here, I think.
Now, did I hear you do YouTube stuff? Do you?
That's what this is, yes, mate. And without you guys, this wouldn't happen. There'd be no YouTube, there'd be no Netflix, there'd be no KO or anything like that.
That's it.
And this is what the world runs on. Yeah. Oh, Sean, you'd have no porn. Hang on, yeah. I think it dropped down here.
Yeah, no, it does.
There we go. There's the heat shrink tube.
Beautiful, thank you.
And look at this. In summertime, they put the air conditioner on and then just hide in here.
So what do you what do you put on your YouTube channel then?
Oh, just all our fishing stuff and
what's that called?
South Aussie Jack.
South Aussie Jack.
Yep.
Okay.
Just show the viewers what you're doing. I'm sure they're interested.
Well, I really could put the light on, but
now this you got to do it slowly and with a soft flame, otherwise you burn it. There's no white dimples or anything that you turn blue, or is there?
Oh, they
just that main line there.
Yeah. These are from the HFC shrinks. It's not.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've still got a few left.
And that big shrink up there, it says PTLN Port Lincoln 3001. And what's that one going, Chris? Because this is only up there, the heat shrink up there.
No, that's the canister that goes. That's the That's the joint.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah, the enclosure.
Oh, that fits over the whole joint here.
Yeah.
So yeah, the farmer must have been ploughing something in or cutting something. Here's another cable join, or optic fibre join. This is a horse paddock, and he was probably putting in that white pipe for his horses to the trough, and he's chopped straight through the optic fibre. Oh, you get them. Oh no, there's big, they're putting electrical pipes in. Oh yeah, that takes a fair trench. Dial before you dig, people. Otherwise, you cause all sorts of hassles like this. And this looks like it's just some spare cable. Post hole markers they've got to put in, just so that the farmer's now aware of what's happening. And no, I won't jump that fence. That looks like an electrical fence, and that's going to hurt jumping that. And that one there. Here we are at Chris's van. They had to dig 2 pits in. They're number 8 pits, so they're 6 foot long, 2 foot wide and 4 foot deep. Then they've got to dig about 80 metres, 600 mil deep to put the cable in. So there's a fair effort before they even start the job. And then they have to splice the 2 cables together. The reason why the video's gone in fast motion is it was 2 o'clock in the morning and I've hit the wrong button and away it's gone. And it's probably better because it's well, better in some ways because it bore the shit out of most people, other than people that know this sort of thing. You've got a 36 pair cable. It's a blue, orange, green cable with 12 fibres in each tube, and then the new cable they're using is a 5 tube cable with 8 fibres in each one. So different construction, but simple colour codes what we've used all along in our lives. Blue, orange, green, brown, grey. They're the colours of the tubes, and then the fibres inside have different colours. They still have the blue, orange, green, brown, grey, but then they throw in a charcoal, and I think it's like a purpley type colour. So we'll call it plum dinger as the old Tirana colour. So Sean uses this special fibre cutting tool. He had to clean the insulation off, then clean the fibre itself. Then this machine has ultra sensitive sharp blades, and precision cuts it on a 90-degree angle so that it then is clamped that side in the machine, and then he's cleaning it up again with probably be an alcohol solution. Then precision cuts it. Then it gets placed into the specialised AFL crimping tool or joining tool. Let's call it a joining tool. Then it does its thing, and it gives a readout on the screen and tells you how brilliant it is. It would be to the precision. We're talking tens of thousands of conversations can go on these fibre optics, so it has to be absolutely precise. Sean could have been a surgeon operating on someone's heart, doing a triple heart bypass or valve bypass in the Royal Adelaide Hospital, but he chose this profession. He's a little bit free and easy. He loves his fishing. You'll probably see later in the video where Chris had all his tools up on the wall. Sean's see those red tools there, or handled tools. They're what Sean uses to cut and make up his fishing gear or tackle. So yeah, and higher up you'll probably notice his 2 fishing rods. It gets to go everywhere. It gets shrunk down. You can see how cold that table is. It's stainless steel. That chills the actual heat shrink down. If you look closely on all the fibres of the new cable, he's put the heat shrinks on, and that protects the actual join, the cut, the insulation of the actual fibre. So here he goes, placing it in. It's got to be within a millimetre, and then whammo, it centres it, cuts it to precision. This machine's got to be worth 20 grand or more. The cutting machine's probably worth about 2 or 3 grand. So yeah, you've got to look after them, and they got to keep spares with them as well, because you can't be like 700 kilometres from Adelaide and not have a spare if something goes wrong at 2 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, it tests the actual join before you shrink it down, otherwise you've got to cut and start again, and then there it goes. So great job there, Sean. He's explaining how the diodes are set and where it actually fuses it together, those 2 little needles there. And it's a portable machine, but everything has to be so clean and tidy so that nothing, you don't, even a little bit of dust will cause a problem with the optic fibre. So it's just absolutely precision when you get tens of thousands of conversations and your internet and your computers, you name it, it all goes on this. So yeah, it takes heroes like Sean and Chris to come out. They get paid obviously very well, and we used to do the same at Telstra, like, except ours was on the copper cable, the copper network, and we'd be out there at 4 in the afternoon, or whenever, you know, a car had smashed down a bloody cabinet or something, and we'd be out there fixing them up. And we only had 1,800 pair, or 1,800 customers to worry about. In this one, Sean's got the whole town of Port Lincoln at the end of his connections. So everything is then tested and put back and run through. So there you go, a couple of heroes, Sean and Chris.